Thank you for clicking on this video. Welcome back, friends. Get out, or I'll drag you out myself. Harold's voice tore through the quiet of my living room, a violent intrusion. I stood frozen in my navy dress, the heavy cloak of yesterday's funeral still wrapped around me. My heart hammered against my ribs as I watched his nephews, Ethan and Caleb, manhandle Daniel's favorite leather armchair, the one he'd sink into with his morning coffee, lost in his medical journals. "You don't belong here," I said, my voice low but cutting through the chaos like a blade. Harold spun to face me, his lined face twisting into a smug grin. "This is a family legacy, sweetheart, blood only. Daniel's gone and you're nothing to us." I am Lauren Mitchell. I am 35, and until this moment I had underestimated the depth of their venom. For 7 years, I was married to Daniel Mitchell, a pediatrician with a heart too generous for his own family. We built a life within these craftsman walls, a sanctuary of shared dreams. Now, watching them treat my home like a storage unit to be cleared, the scales fell from my eyes. The morning after we buried my husband, I returned from my brother's house to find the locks changed and the Mitchell clan staging their hostile takeover. "Daniel would hate this," I murmured, clutching my wedding album as it was tossed onto the growing pile of my life on the lawn. Harold scoffed. "Daniel's dead, Lauren. He was always too soft with you. We warned him you were just a gold digger. The game is over." His words were meant to shatter me. Instead, they crystallized a cold resolve. 7 years of stilted holidays, of conversations dying when I entered a room, of comments about my humble background, it all flashed before me. I had endured it for Daniel, who always believed they would come around. Ethan reappeared, wiping his brow. "Most of her stuff's out, Uncle Harold. What about the dining set?" "Take what's worth keeping," Harold barked, not even granting me a glance. "She has until dusk to collect the scraps." They thought I was powerless, but Daniel had seen their true nature long before I did. From the beginning, I was an outsider. A social worker from a modest family, I was deemed unworthy of their pedigreed son. "She's dependable," his sister Margaret had once sniffed, as if it were an insult. The digs never ceased, jabs about better matches, pointed questions about my intentions, the insistence on a prenuptial agreement. "Family assets stay with family," Harold had decreed. Daniel always defended me, but I saw the hurt in his eyes. The turning point came 4 months before his death, at a cousin's party. Slipping away to the hall, I overheard Harold and his nephews. "When Daniel's gone, the house reverts to us, right?" Caleb asked. "She's got no claim long-term." Harold's reply was ice. "Spouses get temporary rights, but blood wins, always has. She'll get her trinkets, nothing more." I hid in the bathroom, steadying my breath, the truth of their plotting a cold stone in my stomach. That night, I told Daniel everything. His face hardened. "Lauren," he'd said, pulling into our driveway, "I need to show you something." In our den, he revealed a folder. "I've updated my will with Sarah Klein. Everything, the house, the practice, our savings goes to you, irrevocably." He had also written a letter, a searing indictment of his family's years of slights and their dismissal of me. Every document was notarized, with copies secured at Sarah's office. 3 months later, the leukemia diagnosis came. 6 months, maybe less, the oncologist said. Amid the grueling chemo, Daniel was relentless. We fortified the will, adding a no-contest clause to cripple any legal challenge. His family's visits became transparent reconnaissance missions. "Lauren, have you thought about where you'll go after?" Margaret asked, her concern a thin veil for her greed. I merely smiled. The day before he died, I overheard Ethan and Caleb in the hallway, already planning to secure the house and sell his practice. Daniel, frail but fierce, made me promise. "Don't let them bully you. Sarah has everything." He died the next morning, his hand in mine, sunlight bathing our room. At the funeral, they sidelined me, relegating me to the back pew. Harold cornered me after. "We'll give you a week to clear out. The house is for Ethan's family now." Returning from my brothers to find them ransacking my home was the final provocation. I called Sarah. "They're here." "Stay put," she said. "I'm coming." When Sarah arrived, briefcase in hand, Harold's smugness faltered. "Mrs. Mitchell," she announced, her voice ringing with authority, "you are trespassing on Lauren's property." She laid out the will. She read Daniel's letter aloud, his words exposing their cruelty for all to hear. The no contest clause meant any challenge would cost them their own inheritance. By evening, they were hauling every item back inside, including my mother's heirloom clock. The locks they changed were replaced at their expense. The practice remained mine. Harold's patriarchal authority crumbled into dust, and word of their failed, greedy schemes spread quickly. Daniel's final gift wasn't the assets. It was the fortress he built around our love, a fortress his family's greed could not reach. As I stood in our den, his letter in my hands, I felt not just his love, but his profound, unshakable strength.
Thanks for watching PastQuest. If you enjoyed the journey into history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories from the past. See you in the next quest.